Pubs and theatres in Northern Ireland received the news just this week that they didn't want to hear when the planned reopening for the 1st of September was cancelled. Clare Johnston is a local landlady here in Coleraine at the Railway Arms. Clare, put this whole thing in context for me, if you will. When was the last time, sitting here in the Railway Arms, you pulled a pint?
It was the 20th of March, and we closed that evening at 8 p.m. following the guidelines from the government.
Now, we've all heard talk of different types of pubs. Explain to me, is this a wet pub, and what is that?
Yes, this is a wet pub. A wet pub is a pub that doesn't serve any food at all, and that's what they've classified these pubs as.
Now, the recent announcement just this week is actually the second cancellation you've had from opening. How on earth do you feel?
Absolutely devastated. Got it. Worried about myself, the staff, our customers. We're a family here in the Railway Arms, so I know it also affects all my customers. And also quite confused. You know, there's a lot of places that are opening, are busy, there's people in, and I can't see why I can't do that here, whether I'm a wet pub or not. I feel I can do it as safe as everybody else.
Now, I can see that you have the screens up already, and presumably that was in anticipation of what was to come. What other plans have been made or had been made by you?
Well, we had prepared for the 10th of August, and we had the screens put up, we had the sanitizers machines put in, we had the track and trace forms ready, our staff were prepared, staff meetings, and we were all ready to go. And we had planned to do it, that you would come in the door, you'd be meted and greeted, you'd be taken to your table, and everything would be done at a social distance, as safe. But we know how important it is to do that, and that's what we had planned to do. We also had all our stock in, and it is now, for the second time, we've ordered, and we are sitting now with stock that we can't sell.
And am I right in saying that that first batch of stock, you were able to return some of it anyway, but that's not the case now?
No. When we closed on the 20th of March, our companies were also very good to us, and they took the stock back, but now that's not possible.
Is there any part of you that understands the Stormont decision? Because after all, we do have what many are saying is a rising COVID rate.
Absolutely. I understand exactly what they're doing. The R rate's going up. They feel it's not safe. They feel that the problem with alcohol and socially distancing. But I feel it is up to the individual bar owners to run their premises, be responsible, and if we can do that, we can be as safe as everywhere else.
Many people will say that a bar such as the Railway Arms is a cornerstone in the town, is a cornerstone in the community. Tell me, as Clare Johnston, tell me and tell the viewers, what kind of bar is the Railway Arms?
Well, it's a family-run bar. It's a family in the bar as well. We have been here for 45 years, and we are a community. These guys, this is their life, they're my life. We care about them, they care about us. And so at the minute, it's devastating that we're not open, and it's devastating for my staff and my customers as well.
If we've any MLAs or any members of the Stormont executive perhaps looking at this now, Clare, what would you say directly to them?
I would ask them to let us open. This is devastating. It's devastating for everybody. We need to open. I would like them to come and assess us individually. I don't see why we can't open the same as everybody else. And if we run the place, it's up to me, it's up to all us bar owners to run our places safe. Come and see us. I would welcome them to come and see us, assess us, and let us open. We need to open. We need to open for us, we need to open for my staff, and we need to open for the community.
We do need to say that you have abided by the guidelines and the regulations.
Absolutely. You know, we've been told what we've had to do. We've stuck by it. I've still stuck by it. I've had 2 dates, the 10th of August, the 1st of September. We can't open. We've waited. We've prepared everything ready to go. So yes, I've abided by the guidelines, but we can't keep doing that. We need to open.
What help, if any, would you say Stormont executive has offered?
Yes. I'm very thankful. We were very lucky we received the grants. My staff are on furlough. We couldn't have done without that, and we're very, very thankful for that. And I can't thank the government enough for that. But the bills are mounting up. You know, our bills started again, and so I have stock here that it needs to be paid for. I need to get open.
And just finally, Colin Neil from Hospitality Ulster in the last day or two described the whole situation within the industry as catastrophic. Now, to what extent do you agree with that?
he's right. There's not many other words that can describe it. It is terrible, and we need to get opened.
Most difficult question of all, Clare, what comes next for you and for the Railway Arms?
Well, the hope is that we will get a date as soon as possible. If that doesn't happen, then we need some sort of financial package so that we can open our business in the future. I plan to be about. I want to run the bar in a safe way. I understand the importance of COVID, and we want to be here and do that, and I want to serve the community.
Well, there can be no doubting the upset and the distress that's been caused not only to pub landlords but to customers as well. And with the current developments in COVID, it remains unlikely that we'll know exactly when pubs like the Railway Arms will open once again. I'm Denis McNeill on the Causeway coast.